Hello, welcome to Random Witterings podcast with Michelle.
And Charlie, and we're going to talk about celebrating our neurodivergence. Hi, I'm Charlie. I am the Communications and Events Officer for Dimensions. I am autistic and I have ADHD. I'm also dyslexic, and I have two kids, both with autism and ADHD, and a very, very understanding husband and a crazy dog.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm from Dorset and I am the Involvement and Engagement Coordinator at Dimensions. I've got three autistic kids and we also have a lot of other stuff going on as well, neurodiverse and medical things. So it's quite a hectic household, plus four cats, plus kittens on the way.
I should have mentioned I've also got my Ukrainian guest as well.
Yeah.
In episode 1, we talk growing up undiagnosed. I don't know about you, I never felt like I fitted in as a child. I was the weird kid.
Yep.
Yeah. I definitely, my friends just go, oh my goodness, overshare much.
Yeah.
And I'd always say the wrong thing. I think it was weird for me because I think when I was at school, at primary school, it didn't stand out so much. But when you go to secondary school and everybody's getting boyfriends or girlfriends, and you're like the one stood in the corner going, yeah, I'm just interested in other stuff.
Yeah.
My mother describes me as socially gauche, which is a very weird word.
No,
She uses it, all
I
she
used to
uses
get
now.
called fog on leg on, so you're doing all right. That's
Gauche. You're very gauche. I was like, yes, mum. Social awkwardness, also known as a pointer towards autism. How about you? How did you find school life?
oh my God, I was bullied horrendously. I
Mm.
was very, very much the odd one out. And it makes me sad that some people say, "Oh, I don't want my child to have label," but if you don't get a diagnosis of their actual condition of the, who they actually are,
Mm.
then they will get a label. And my labels were daydreamer, noisy, talk too much, foghorn leghorn.
Oh,
Um,
total chatterbox here.
yeah,
Charlotte Mace does not shut up. That was in every single report.
yeah. Yeah, you need to know who you are. We know who we are by the time we've
Yeah.
grown up, but getting a diagnosis, I think, can save a lot of the self. Oh, what's the word? Not pity. When you beat yourself
Flagellation?
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
flagellation. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah, this is okay that I'm like this.
Yeah. Yeah, no, at school, I know what you mean. The bullying for me, it was, I went to an all girls school. It was just more like the female doggy kind of behavior that used to pick me up because I wasn't popular, I wasn't cool, I was really awkward. I used to get a bus home, and the bus stop, there were loads of us from our school standing at a bus stop, waiting for several buses out of the town. And mine was always the last one, and I had to be on the longest of the furthest village away. But one day I'm standing there, I'm chatting, and everybody's being really quiet and looking at me weirdly. And I just remember thinking, well, everybody's obviously just in a bad mood. It's been a long day. And then the next day I go to school and I get called to the head teacher's office, and I think, what did I do? You get that horrible, what have I done? Because I am terrible. I'm always caught out when I do things wrong. But I'm also immediately like, I must have done something wrong. What have I done? And I think that's another sign of it is I don't know what I've done wrong. I get there and there's actually police in the head teacher's office, and they're taking reports because flasher at the bus stop, and I hadn't noticed that everybody was being quiet. This bloke flashing his back, and I'm just chatting away, and all my friends are like, "What's going on? She's still being normal."
So the school nurse comes in, "Are you okay?" And you're like, "What?"
I didn't see anything. And the police was like, are you sure? I went, no, because actually, and now I know when
Yeah.
I focus on a conversation, I'm not really paying attention to what's going on around me. So
You're
just,
working hard to
yeah,
focus out the stuff,
yeah,
focus on what someone's saying, focus on what your answer
yeah.
is going to be. Try not to go off on a tangent in your brain.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
there's a lot of working going on in
Oh,
there.
and then I guess my next stressful stage was exams. And this is where I possibly don't know how you fared, but my ADHD kicked in. I just couldn't do revision. So I definitely underperformed in my exams.
Mm. I was a total swot, like really, really studied hard. Not that you didn't, um, but
Really
I
didn't.
felt like that was a bit of life that I had control over.
Yeah.
So I put my head in my books.
Mm.
Revising was hard because yeah, you have to stay focused. And then you're sort of out on your own. And if I didn't know something, then I would make up a stomach ache. And my mum never seemed to work out why I always had stomach ache every other Monday when I had double maths. So it was like, yeah, instead of asking the teacher would have loved me to
Yeah.
ask them for help. But I used to sit there at night for hours staring at the page. When I was stuck, I was stuck. And I didn't ask for help, I just hid.
Funny, isn't it? How we're all different. Same, but different. Because for me, I couldn't settle down and do revision, and you just bear. I mean, I did work hard at school, but when it came to exams, so what they
Yeah.
thought I would get, it didn't then get. It didn't
Yeah.
then translate to the exam.
Because you were out on your own.
Yeah.
So when I
And I
went to uni, I did fine art, and
yeah,
it's very much you're on your own. So we did do a lot of writing.
yeah,
People don't think that with art, but you do a lot of theses and writing and things like that, and a history of art studies and lectures. Um, but when I was out on my own to do the creative bit, if I wasn't feeling creative, I would just waste the whole day.
yeah,
I would just at a loss. I really could have done with a more structured course so
yeah,
that I had lessons and lectures and things all day, every day, so that I could
yeah.
bite-sized focus.
So I did psychology, bizarrely, and in my second year, I actually only had 6 hours of lectures a week. Each subject we were doing each year had to have one big essay and one experiment. So you had to test a theory in that area. And mine was always done within 24 hours before the deadline. I not even 24 hours, I just worked through the night. And then I just had nothing that would motivate me to keep me going during the day.
Yeah.
And all my friends would be so jealous because they had 28, 30 hours of lectures a week, and then they'd come home but they'd have no homework or no project stuff to do, whereas I'd be sitting there and every time I went out I'd be like, I really should be back at home because I haven't done anything this week. And so yeah, like you, could have definitely benefited from more structure.
Mm.
But I guess when we were in education, not much was thought about girls being autistic. I think,
Or even boys.
or but
The
there was a
dyslexia
certain
was
amount of,
was weird when I was at school.
the weird boys that were obsessed with trains. You know, that was that was all it was really. They're a bit obsessed with trains. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
had no idea about it. No
yeah.
idea. I didn't even know to wonder if that was
Yeah.
me. There was
No.
nothing in the media, nothing to read, nobody I knew. It was just those kids that were eccentric.
Hmm.
Autism's always existed. We were the witches getting burnt, living in cottages in the woods and on our own. We were the
I don't like
crazy
the idea of
kings
being
and
a witch.
queens. Yeah, we would have been. We the eccentric characters in
Yeah.
life. They
Yeah.
and they've been through people's diaries like Tesla and Newton and Einstein and people like that, and they've sort of past diagnosed. Some people, like
Mm.
experts, think they very well were on the spectrum, but so it's not a new thing. More people aren't getting diagnosed than they ever were. It's just more people now know what to look for.
Yeah.
And if I'd
Definitely.
have known then, I could have known to ask for more structure or to
Yeah.
say, I need more support in this. We're celebrating Neurodiversity Week. Get online and join in and find out more and celebrate your individuality.
You're still here. We'll be sending out another one of these again tomorrow.